Thanks for listening about our conversation today around push pre-permission. So as most of you know, in iOS you have to ask your users to opt in to push notifications right when they open the app. On Android, they opt in automatically. So what we have implemented here is the ability for you to be able to have a soft prompt in front of the hard iOS prompt, and we call that push pre-permissions. So what you're able to do is present it to a user when they first come into the app or at the time that makes the most sense, so you can ensure that they will opt into push and understand the value of why they are doing that. So we're going to go through a few different examples today. And first I want to be able to talk about a little bit around how we would like to set this up. So with push pre-permissions, the objective is to encourage users to opt in for push as soon as possible and then subsequently entice users who decline later on. So as you can see on the left here, with the cadence, we recommend doing it on the first time they open the app for all first-time users. And this way you can get them early in the session so you can ensure that they have the opportunity to opt into push. But the great thing about push pre-permission is if they decide to say no to the push pre-permission, you don't lose the opportunity because the hard prompt, which you can only show one time ever, was never presented to them. So we also recommend setting up another message in tandem with this where you can show it one time per week as well as up to 4 times ever. So this will allow you to show it to your user after a positive experience. So this could be something after they add to cart, after they log in, maybe after they first send a message. Whatever your app does, you'll be able to encourage them to opt into push to receive notifications. So now that we've gone over that, let's look into a few different examples and how you can set up these push pre-permissions. So in Leanplum, I'm in my messaging overview dashboard here in the messaging composer. So when you come in, you want to be able to come here and choose push pre-permission. And that's where you're going to start to compose your message. So I have a few different examples I've created here, where the first one is around that first session, that day 0, the first time they open the app. So here you want to be able to target first-time users because you only want first-time users to qualify for this. Display it when they start the app and only show it one time ever. So this is allowing you to be able to ask them at the first session, and again, if they say okay, we'll present the hard prompt. If they say maybe later, this just goes away and you didn't miss the opportunity to ask them at a later time. So from here, what I'm gonna do is also create a secondary message like we talked about, where now I'm gonna be targeting users who have viewed the first message, so they've at least viewed it once, and now I want to display it after they have added to cart. And I've even customized the message to be a little bit more personalized to alerting them to an item shipping to them. And then I'm going to have the limits be up to 1 time per week and up to 4 times ever. So this will allow me to, again, show this prompt when the user is seeing value instead of just showing it right when they open the app for the first time. Now with the power of Leanplum is you can set up these 2 campaigns. You can actually A/B test it versus how does this impact your users compared to users who just get the hard prompt. So you can create an A/B test by simply coming here and clicking on A/B test, which I've already done here and added the messages to this A/B test. So what you want to do here is be able to add your goals to your test, which I want to maximize 3-day retention and add to cart occurrences. And down at the bottom, you can see that you have the A/B tests messages enabled. I simply click on here as well where I can add the message. And then I'm going to be able to have it enabled for the variant and disabled for the control. This is going to allow you to A/B test for half your users who get these 2 prompts, see how that increases your opt-in rate, as well as maximizing whatever goals you want to measure for this campaign, and then you simply just need to hit start to get the A/B test going. So that's push pre-permission. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out directly to your customer success manager. You can also reach out to support@leanplum.com, and we're happy to help you start increasing your push opt-in rate.